Beautiful people out there in interweb land. This is Dustin Bynum, and today I am up in Cedarpines, and we got this fixer property behind me that we'll just do a quick video tour on. This is 316 Lovers Lane in Cedarpines Park, 92322. So let me turn this camera around. Okay, so this property looks like it's certainly been abandoned for quite a while. A little bit of a retention wall. It's a little bit falling down here. Goes out to the street right about here. There's an adjacent property next to it, but it looks like this concrete over here all belongs to this parcel. So old rock style fireplace has fallen down around itself. Fascias are gone. Most of the windows are broken. A little bit of hillside here. Let me get up here on the retention wall so you can kind of get an idea of what the roof looks like. So here we are. Looks like they have old rolled roofing on it. Pretty wavy and buckled. Certainly when we get inside there's daylight shining through, so it's in need of repair. We've got some sort of asphalt shingling on the outside of the property. There's a lot of woodpecker type activity. This looks like it's a nail, but we'll go around to the exterior of the property here in a minute and you can kind of see. So this goes down and around over to there and eventually down to the bottom of the property, and then this over here goes around to the back side of the property. I'm at like head level. You know, if you met me in person, I'm 6'3". This fascia is staring me in the eye, and then there you can see the roof. So probably a couple of beams holding it together there. Louvers over that window right there. Of course, we have a broken glass there. It's a hose bib. A little bit of a trail. I'm going to walk down this little path right here so you can kind of see down to the bottom of the property, but I want to get a shot going back the other direction. And so here you can see it from the other side of the property, and it's just pitted up with holes all along the side. Let me zoom in because I can't walk over there, but you can just see the woodpeckers have got to it and just made kind of a mess of that side. So there's a little bit of some steps coming down here to a storage. We'll walk down that real quick and then we'll go inside. There's no power on the inside. It's very dark. I'll do my best to try to get decent shots. So here we are. The concrete is definitely settling. You can see it separating from the wall here and sinking into this side. So the ground probably was never prepped for the concrete. Certainly we had a tree here that looks like it could have been doing some upheaval work as well, but it's very shifty. Here's the underside. There's some lighting under there. Looks like we've got either gas or water lines there. As much as I'd love to get in there, folks, I'm not gonna. So we'll head back up. So the aggregate is exposed on this concrete. So it's either just been washed or pretty decently worn over the years. Certainly up here you can see we've got some moss and lichen growth. Certainly dry rot. I don't think there's any stretch of the imagination that the roof is salvageable. All right, now there's 2 floors. This is the top floor. So we have this nice vaulted ceiling in here. Of course, you know, with the dark lighting, you can see the areas where it's failed, and it's open. And then we have actually a really pretty fireplace and mantle here, but broken windows. And I don't know if the camera's going to show this too well, but certainly in person, this wall is visibly tilting. And let me come out here to the patio so you can see. It's probably very clear if I put the camera this way. You can see how much of the roof is tilting in right there by, see this beam right here? It's just kind of sinking, and it's also sinking right around in this area too. You can see where the debris is kind of pooled in this pocket here because it's a low spot, and then up here is kind of a high spot. So we'll go over to this other side. You can see there's wood is kind of decayed in that area. So this deck is probably not ideal to be walking on at the moment. Some conduit running to random places. Not too sure about the sources, but none of the lights come on. Looks like all the original furniture and stuff was left behind. Certainly it's been opened up. The door's kind of not able to be closed, so there's definitely evidence of nesting from rodents. We are in the countryside in the mountains, so it's kind of halfway to be expected, but certainly it's been ransacked and kind of, you know, left as is. There's certainly some significant staining in the ceiling here, and some real fun black porous-like substances on the walls. And this, to the best of my knowledge here, looks like it's probably was a bathroom. I think that that's a shower. It's hard to tell. Certainly there's a toilet there and a sink, and you can see the ceiling's kind of bowed in. So you can see here all open vaulted ceiling, kind of, you know, barn house style, farm style, whatever you want to call it. And then we have this old cedar pine style, aspen style, whatever you want to call this lap paneling here. And it's just really a room divider, because you can see it's not a 2x4 wall. It's just some paneling, some faux paneling, just to give the room some division. So then we have, you know, again, daylight through the ceiling there, some rafter space. Looks like maybe they were trying to put a ceiling in here, or a drop ceiling. You can kind of see that there's some stuff here. It looks like acoustic, and it just has not held up over the course of time. This window's been ajar and open for a long time. And then we've got another toilet here. It's only just a single commode room there. I can't tell what this room is. It's too dark. Even with my camera, I can see that there's some light through the other side, but a couple of old mattresses kind of laying in the way. And then we're going to come down. So here's the stairwell, and I'll turn around and shoot back up the other direction. So it looks like this was probably the main kitchen area. So we have an old metal style cabinet. So this would have been a vintage cabinet set. You know, with the drains in it, sink. This is actually a pretty nice piece. They don't make them like that anymore, that's for sure. Kind of, if you're into the vintage style, that's a cool piece. Old vintage fridge sitting there as well. Old Kenmore furnace, that's pretty cool. Be even cooler if all that stuff worked. If not for this property, for, you know, just the sheer salvage value out of it would be kind of nice. We have an old cedar box style closet. So just looks like an old sled in there, that's about it. This is a pantry that we're going to next, and it's still stocked with whatever was here from when this house was abandoned. There's an old electric water heater there that looks like it was replaced sometime in somewhat recent history. This is really kind of the underside of the property. We got a little bit of light kind of shining through there. This kind of goes up into the hillside, the foundational component of the property. It's just, you know, you see there's debris and material coming back out. There's from the stairwell. This is just a big open hole. I think that this was supposed to be a window, but it has long since not served the purpose as a window. And that would be old asbestos piping all the way up to the top there, and on the inside of the house it connects to metal piping to this old Kenmore furnace. Not entirely unreasonable to see old asbestos pipe on a property like this. And of course you can kind of see the asphalt siding from the outside. Some of the retention walls down there at the bottom on the hillside. And then the road below. You can imagine if this was your view outside the window, how nice that could be. With the right people able to restore this thing. This looks like it just goes to under space for the stairwell. However, it's been blocked off and the only access is actually from the outside of the property, which we can go to here in just a second. This door is kind of jammed shut, and I would say the flooring in here is certainly shifting downhill. So you can see all the materials have kind of shifted off to the side that are laying on the ground, and that's just due to the slope of the floor. So I'm actually going to put my phone square to the wall, and you can see the arch. Let's see here, see this archway. You know, it would normally come down a little bit, but it's got bow to it. And then you can see it actually kind of whoop down there, that side. So its foundation's a little shifty. Probably needs to have some stabilization work done. Probably needs to have some, you know, maybe mud jacking or other pure jacking type work done to this one, if this is going to be restored in any way, shape, or form. If not, maybe even having to go all the way down to bare bones to get this one fixed back up. So we've got this outside room, and then now this would have been the side right there that we were just at. It goes underneath the stairs, and that in front of us is the underside of the stairwell. This was just kind of used as some storage space that would be generally maybe unusable. It's pretty cluttered in there and packed with, you know, whatever was left behind. And I'm standing on top of the retention walls, kind of looking back over, looking over at the patio. There's the weatherhead. There's our power pole right there. This one belongs to this property here. And there we have it. So this is, let's see, 316 Lovers Lane. If you want more details on this one, and you might be looking for properties that are renovation type properties or fix and flip type properties, that kind of thing, give me a call. I take a look at these things all the time. This is what we're here for. This is what we do. This one has a lot going on it, maybe even more than some that we might post or some that you might see. Certainly it's in a beautiful area. It's definitely a very welcoming mountain community for sure. Turn around this camp so you can see. I mean, the views are just stunning. All this countryside here. So this is actually, I mean, the parcel is really kind of cool. Has a lot of potential, a lot of things that you could do with it. The question is whether or not the work to rehab this property is cost prohibitive, or if there's anything that anybody with the person with the right vision, the person with the right team could really probably make very good use of a property like this, and try to do their best to work with the structures that are decent on this one, and then repair or rehab the ones that are just not salvageable in any way, shape, or form. So really is going to take the right investor, right team, and right group of people with right capabilities and vision to pull this one together. But super cool property. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Call me at my office at area code 951-386-3306. We're located in Hesperia. We also have offices in Arizona as well. If you're looking for properties out in that area, you can always contact me there. You can also get a hold of me via my website. www.pleasanthill.group is our web address, our new web address. And if you have any email type questions you want to send us stuff to take a look at, put eyes on for you, you can always email me at www.thebynumgroup.com. And until then, folks, if you like these videos, like and subscribe. Follow me for more information. You want to see rehab properties, you want to see flip properties, you want to see local area properties, let me know. We can put out more content like this for you in the future. And until then, folks, let's figure out how to make this home your home. Take care.